We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome back to the Freak Show. I'm your host, Bumpy McSquiggums, and Disgaea 5 Complete on the PC continues. And we're in some interesting kind of in-between. I'm still super far ahead of where I am right now, but there's some stuff that we must do. I'm going to try not to skip any more levels like I did the last time. It's just, I had to have like a perfect scenario to win that level that first time.
Choose a destination.
I mean, again, exactly the same fight anytime you go to it. It's just you get different panels, and you know, it's harder or not harder depending. So you've seen this, and I'm going to show you guys something cool that I started kind of figuring out some more skills and things that I could use to make my character stronger, and I figured out quite a few things. And one thing I'm actually very proud that I haven't seen it listed as a thing to do, but just randomly while going through the item world doing what I showed you at the end of the last episode. In fact, I even showed you on the end of the last episode where your thief has that ability to open chests. I didn't realize how much experience you actually got from that. It's an absurd amount of experience. Right now, our thief, and I don't even think I had realized it yet at this point, but our thief actually surpassed our main character, our main damage dealer, in levels just from opening those boxes in the level 9,999 Carnage level item world. It's a lot. So tons of experience, and basically all except I think 3 classes, you will get an immediate mastery of every subclass that you go and you train at if you're opening boxes on the Carnage land or Carnage dimension level 9,999 item world levels. So if you open a box, guaranteed mastery except for I think it's 2 or 3 classes it doesn't do it on. I think it's like Pirate, Sage, and something else. Anyway, back to this, right? So we're going to just take a quick peek. I can't slay these guys in one hit, as you can see. We're not quite that strong yet, but we kind of maybe are. I mean, sure, there's other things we can do. We can bring Usalia up, and I will do this just to show you all the things that I can do right now to boost us without really adding anything extra to the mix. Okay, so we go down here, and 2 folks I haven't used a tremendous amount. Our Maid. Maid has that very useful ability to do the double items, and our Sage, which apparently is actually kind of like a big deal, despite her eyelids getting heavy. So she has a multitude of things that we're going to see a lot more of her much later on, but she becomes apparently one of the most powerful characters, if not the most powerful character you can have, I think, or at least up there. She's definitely up there. Anyhow, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to use multi-attacker. Now, I swear I tested this earlier on and it didn't double down on any skills that I used. It was only basic attacks. Apparently, that's not correct. So, I don't know what I was looking at, what I was doing. But I was doing it wrong. So now, whenever she goes to land her attack, she can double her attack. She can now do 2 Rising Heavens. And on top of that, if that weren't enough, after that's done, we could do Afternoon Tea. What Afternoon Tea does is, it says right there, lets a unit that moved move again. So essentially, or acted. So essentially, we can get 4 Rising Heavens out of her if that was what we needed. Right now, this one alone will be enough. So we got the boost in AP from Plip Girl, Usalia. Then we got the double attack from Bianca, our Sage, and it's going to be enough. So we're just going to let this one play out. I'll speed it up a little bit. So that one's going to hurt. We get a crit, which killed one of them, and then it just immediately goes in, does another attack, and that's more than enough to take them down. So with that, knowing those things that I know, and with the abilities that we have, we're going to go do some tweaking real quick with our characters, and we're going to try to take on the next little area. I'm not sure that we can do it. I think we can, but let's go see.
Me?
Alright, we're going to go strengthen Usalia. What is it that she had? I'm sorry. There we go, Braveheart. Oh, it's already good. Okay, so she's good. Honestly, there's not much else. I do end up hiring 2 more Maids, just due to the Afternoon Tea thing being as useful as it is. You know what? Holy has a pretty good thing, the angel that we have. This ability... Oh, he doesn't have it yet. Does he? No, he doesn't have it yet. He's going to get the ability to do something... Oh, maybe he does. Maybe it's just not there. It's basically the power of love or something like that. Sacrifices himself, brings back someone who dies. So if we end up getting our heavy damage dealer killed on accident, we have a second chance at bringing that person back, which is really good. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of mana, so Braveheart on you is not going to be quite as effective. It's all good. Alright, don't really want to tweak much else. We'll change the order a little bit. Because the way we're doing things, it's kind of a pain to go all the way down here to find her. So we're going to drag her up to the top, put her under Arsla, and then we're going to go down and we're going to get Bonnie as well. And drag her on up to the top. And that's going to basically be our squad. Cristo also has a pretty interesting just passive feature, which I guess we can go take a peek at real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, we're going to go take a look at what was it? Cristo's ability. So his ability, superlative ally attack of adjacent ally unit is increased by 20% of our int. He doesn't have a lot of int right now, but it's not bad. But the big one is Tactician. Tactician is extremely useful as, well, 100% chance to hit. So if you have like a 3% chance to hit, you throw Cristo just next to you, you're going to hit that attack. There's no more chip attacks. It's really, 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 really good. Like, amazingly good. So, something I totally did not know about. It just was a thing that I completely blanked on. I just want to make sure that he had actually some stuff going on there. Alright, so let's go get stuff going. Let's see if we can't burn through a couple of these.
Choose a destination.
I feel like we probably have the strength to do it, but I mean, I'll have to see. You can only use afternoon tea one time on a character. Despite having multiple maids, for instance, it only works once. So at most, you give them one extra turn. Alright, I forgot that this one's as messy as it is. Alright, let's hope that we've got what it takes. Curious to see how much damage we do. Oh, no. Let's see how much. 7? How much damage we do with you. Or not much. Okay, this should be a little bit better. Alright, let's see how you work this time, girl. Okay. Again, not a tremendous amount of damage, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think we can do this. Alright, let's see what we've got.
I'm here to grab the treasure.
We're going to get Zungle out. We're going to get Arsla out. Unfortunately, we only have one Bianca. I may end up getting an additional Sage just to have more of these as an option. Usalia is going to come out, and Usalia is going to Braveheart the crew. We're going to execute these. Alright, so Arsla is ready to go. She says she's going to lay the dumpity-dump-dump on some fools here. And you see, we don't have a 100% chance to hit all of these. You would think that we would, and I actually agree that we probably should, but we're going to go ahead and unfortunately... Oh, you know what? It's fine. I'll fix you, Cristo. I'll fix you. You don't need this. Let's go here and get you... Get you some Falcon Punch. No, get you some Accelerator, some good shoes. Get you out there. Basically, you don't even have to, like, utilize them fully. Just have them sitting there. Alright, and we're going to go for this. Again, it's not going to do a tremendous amount of damage to a few of them, but it should be enough. Alright, so we definitely hurt one of them real bad. So the next play is get Bonnie into position. Have Bonnie come over here and go ahead and do afternoon tea. And we're going to let that play through. I'm going to watch our maid bring us the tea. Just so happy, so excited. And then there's a rock. She trips, falls, spills tea all over us. It's great. It's good times all around. And, yeah, we're going to move on to this side now with her. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do Rising Heavens once more. And we're going to, I guess, move Cristo over just in case. Let this play through. Got the double attack there, and we killed him off. Now it's all up to our thief. Can the thief hit hard enough with her own Rising Heaven? Doesn't look like she'll quite finish it. Well, real close. Alright, maybe we have somebody else who hits hard enough? I don't think so.
Let's end this quick.
We'll try Killia, maybe. Maybe he's got the oomph to do it.
Is the sign of justice.
I mean, I've been giving him a little bit of love too, so it's possible. So let's see if he can do it with Macro Chasm. Not without a little bit of help from Cristo, who apparently is in a bad position. We're gonna have to get him to move.
Go!
Lift you and throw you right up over there, and let's give it a shot. Alright.
Ultimate demon
Macrocosm.
Ultimate skill! Macrocosm!
And as we blow up the entire universe, we did 148,000 damage, which is just enough to finish them off. Alright, so there we go. We've cleared the next level,
I cannot lose.
and we utilized a lot of our people better, so we're stronger earlier, if that makes sense. It's good. It's good to like learn various different things, and then we could check it again and see where that takes us. Alright, let's see what they have to offer as a secondary here. Now that we have defeated all of the nasty nasties, it looks like there's a few less this time around. But we have bonus experience, bonus attack, and all sorts of stuff. So this should be a little bit easier for leveling up situations. In fact, let's see, how much do we do? Not quite enough that way.
Let's fight.
But if we once again uber power ourselves, which we're going to attempt, we're going to go ahead and we're going to brave heart ourselves. And we're going to come over here with good old Bank.
Are getting heavy.
My eyelids are getting heavy. We're going to come over here and we're going to hit multi-attacker up on the beast.
I'm happy. I'll work even harder.
Alright. And we're going to come over here and we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit him with a Rising Heavens.
Brace yourself.
Damn you!
And that's feeling pretty good, right? We just cleared out half of it, but what are we going to do about the other half? We don't have another one as strong as Arsla, do we? We don't need another one as strong as Arsla, because you know how this goes. I hit him with some afternoon tea.
Right there. For my master.
And now, with said afternoon tea, we hit him with some more Rising Dimensions with the double.
Damn you!
And there it is.
We need more experience.
Sweet, sweet, and nice styles with a Z. Alright, so the first trial and the second trial are done. Both, I mean, I did kind of fail, but you guys saw it was essentially the exact same fight. The second one, there was a different fight. Now we're going to go down to the third one, and hopefully we're strong enough to do this. We should be able to. We're up against some fun guys.
As I said.
We're going to hope for the best in this situation.
Let's go! Let's go!
Killia's already pretty strong. He does have Revenge up and ready to go. Usalia's ready to plip it out. She be big
My
plippin'
eyelids are getting heavy.
with tired and heavy eyelids. Alright, and we're going to, of course, go ahead with Braveheart and hit you with some knowledge.
Even harder.
I feel like we could probably go with Huli coming over here. And Huli can go ahead and hit him with some more knowledge.
That was close. Invincible.
Alright, and we're going to give it our best shot with our gal pal here. With a Rising Heavens! Not enough. What we should have done, and by the way, that was really loud. What we should have done was added Cristo to the old mix there. And we apparently had forgotten to do that. So, we'll go ahead, we're going to drag Bonnie out. And Bonnie's going to go ahead and hit him with the afternoon tea.
Right there.
And we're going to see what this does. It's going to kill some of them, but not all. Alright, cool. So Cristo gives us 100% accuracy, which is very nice. So one of the cool things about doing the like extra turn is you get to move after you do that, and that's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and we're going to overload Tyrant Revelio, which is sweet nice. We're going to move up here, and we're going to go ahead with Rising Heavens once again. And we're going to move over, and we're going to Macrocosm this. Put him out.
Thank you.
Alright, there we go. Simple and easy, sweet, and nice styles. Alright, so with all that done, let's go check out the third trial again. It should be basically the same, only this time around, it's no longer going to be a 3x turbo, and that was another thing. I had tried that before, And the way I did it before, and I didn't want to do it this time, I want to see if we could actually power through. And I knew when we had Killia with his overpower ready to go, his overload, that we'd have it. But before we got to this bonus stage, so remember, the first clear is always different than the second one on these, unless, at least in some way. Whether it's the geo panel change or what have you. So in this case, it was like 3x enemies, I think, or enemies 3x turbo or something along those lines. I basically pulled them down to here, and I fought them off of the panels. And when I did that, it was a lot easier to kill them. Well, again, it was 3 times easier to kill them, right? So that is one way to go about it. If you don't have the sheer, just brute strength that you can use to defeat them, you can go the other route with it.
Let's fight.
In fact, if we take a look now, even without all the buffs and everything else, we're doing almost the same amount of damage we did last time around. So let's go see what we look like when we're all buffed up. I think it's going to be pretty good. I think you're going to be relatively impressed. Go ahead and we're going to hit some multi-attacker up on you. I'm going to come on down here to Usalia. And we'd hit you with a Braveheart. And now we're just going to basically go there. It's going to hurt your ears, guys and gals. I apologize. But it's coming. Ugh. It's so horrible. Step up with Bonnie. Go ahead and get that afternoon tea out there.
Right there. For my master.
And we said good day, sirs. Alright, there we go. So we've blown through the 3 of the hardest levels in the game right now, I guess. And the 4th one is underway. However, the 4th one requires a little bit more grinding. So let's go take a look at where we stand right now. Now this one, there's probably a best way to do it and a worst way to do it. And I don't really know which is which. These are all people who are going to go into defend mode. And then eventually, it's a nasty fight. So if we go and we take a look at good old ours here.
My eyelids are getting heavy.
We'll do our best to kind of get everything going here.
Give it to me, Blink.
But I have another save file a little bit further along where this is much more easy to do. Again, I don't think we're at the point right now where we are strong enough to do this.
Now we're even harder.
Did multi-attacker not go off?
How's that?
There it goes. So I've tried a few different ways of doing it, and I think I have a pretty good idea what I want to do moving forward. But for now, we're just going to do this. I tried it this way, and it didn't really work.
Let's go.
I figured if we were lucky, a little bit of afternoon tea and all the other stuff, that maybe we could kill one of them off and then move on to the next one and the next one. And it almost works. It almost works that way, but it doesn't quite. Unfortunately, we just lack a little bit in damage, so we can't quite kill them. And again, everybody else basically defends except for one. And then we kind of split our aggro and we start taking damage. Now, I think, I could be wrong, but I think I have a solution to this. Again, it's going to require a reload, but we'll play this one out as best we can. And we'll see how this all plays. So she's now hidden behind someone, and that actually makes it a lot more difficult. So we've attacked a few times there in a row. We're going to go here, and we're going to, once again, afternoon tea. And it looks like a multitude of them are defending the one that's actually vulnerable right now. So I say we go maybe just Summer Rain Slash on this one. That kind of worked. But will she stay defending? That is the question. And I think the answer is going to be no, but we'll see.
I'm sorry about this.
Alright, so down she goes. I was kind of hoping that would happen because I want to show you guys this. So Holy's pretty cool for a multitude of reasons, but more so right now is that we have the Miracle of Love. What this does, it allows us to bring back any fallen comrade. So Arsla went down, sacrificed himself, died off, and now we can actually bring back a half-health version of Arsla. And she is ready to go in and get kind of destroyed. It's, like I said, It's unfortunate. There's no real way that we can win at this particular moment with the crew that we have, and as you saw, we just got obliterated again. So, with that, I will be back here in just a sec with the other save. Okay, and here we are, ready to defeat everything. So, we're going to send Arsla up to where we usually send her. Oops, Usalia is going to be a little bit further back than that. Bianca is going to step up here. Might as well buff them up right now, or her up right now, I suppose. Go ahead and get you with a little bit of Braveheart here. Get that done. And then I figure in the first turn, none of them are defending. So we should be able to do a pretty sizable chunk of damage, if not outright kill the entire squad, if we can group them up appropriately. I don't know that we can do that necessarily, so I'm going to hope that that's possible. But I suppose we'll have to wait and see. So I'm going to get Zorokin to head on down here. Kind of start us off. Alright, so 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to have to move you as well. Where's Nisa?
Taste my justice.
Ooh, Nisa is a bit underwhelming there. Alright, gonna go ahead and lift you. Throw you there, that's fine. What about the stone? So I can't be there. I think I can go there with it? Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. So what do we need now? We need our maids to come over and do a little something here.
It's easy. I can fly.
So we're gonna throw one there, and then maybe we can get one right there.
It's for my master.
But we also have to make sure the one that's off center here gets into the back. Alright, so most of them are in position at this point. We got 3 more people that we can utilize. I'm gonna say that we bring you out, and that maybe we go ahead and we equip you with not an accelerator, but one of the others, like cross trainers are fine. That'll allow us to get you here. We can lift and we can throw to this spot. Yeah, looks like that's going to be perfect. We're going to get you to move here. Cristo should be able to come out.
Now, what should I do?
Pretty sure this is going to work. Oops. But I'm not positive, so we're about to find out. So, in theory, all of them should be in my blast radius. The problem is, I still don't quite do enough damage. So, we're going to see. We do not quite a quarter, so hopefully we get some crits in here.
I'll show you my true powers.
We got hit real bad there, which was not ideal, but it happens.
I will.
I'm going to bring Bonnie out. And I guess we'll hit you with some afternoon tea. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go and look for maybe some seafood curry.
For my master.
And now we can go ahead and hit you with that afternoon tea.
Right there. For my master.
Don't even need a healer at that point. So we'll just go here. We're going to do some more rising. Looks like we'll kill at least one of them off, if not a multitude. And that's all we really have right now. So I don't know what's going to happen next. Well, I guess we're about to find out.
Sorry about this.
A lot of hatred just flung our way. But we still have a chance. I feel like maybe I should have started off with just attacking. Like, I've done this a few times, like, different ways. So what we need now is to bring back our girl. Like I said, Holy is really good at this, as he can just straight up sacrifice himself for her.
Holy light!
Alright, there we go. And go back to her. Before we go on, let's go ahead and use an item. Put her up to full HP. And honestly, if this works, we should be fine. It sort of worked. Unfortunately, apparently multi-attacker got dropped. So now we're going to go over here. And we're going to go afternoon tea. So this is like a very near failure, but it looks like we're going to be successful. We'll still do this. We'll scoot up and we'll hit them that way. There we go. And we got them all. So that was really close. So what I think I did before was I actually killed off 1 or 2 people with my summer winds slash, summer rain slash, whatever it is, my big single target attack. I was able to double down on somebody, and then I just basically survived the first round. And then after that, I threw everybody into a big pile and killed them. And there was less people to defend against, less people to hit, and yeah, it worked. But this worked too. We got through it, and that is critically important because this was not easy. And it looks like we have the regular 4th trial to go to now that it's cleared out, so we get to see the bonus. And this should look familiar. This is the same as the 4th level of the other side of life. So we're going to go back up here, basically pull on our same crew over to give us a hand.
Me too.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get Braveheart going. Going to drop it on him there. Then we're going to go to multi-attacker, put that out there. And let's go execute.
Even harder.
Step forward and it's so loud. It's so loud. But we basically crippled him there. We followed up with a quick Bonnie hit of afternoon tea. And with that, ladies and gentle people, we are victorious. We are successful. We have put ourselves into a really good position right now. We now have a place to level up, a place that we can level up quite well and quite quickly. There's a few other things that we can do that we'll come about doing, and I'll show you guys a little bit later on how to level up like several different characters and so on and so forth. But that's basically where we're at.
What?
We take a quick look here. We've been basically doing all of these lesser places. So extra nether worlds we're going to eventually have to do. So before we can unlock any of them, we're going to have to go and clear a few. So there's the green double illusion that we'll have to go through and clear out. There's some of these gold ones which are like the super elite of the normal game style. And in these you can oftentimes unlock, if you beat the boss of these various different levels, you can oftentimes unlock like a high tier, like say normally we get rank 38 items, we get like a rank 39 or a rank 40 item from this. I can never remember which rank is like 40. But yeah, it's pretty good. And then we can actually go and start doing the Carnage Dimension levels as well, where instead of being squad level 200, it's squad level 1000. So we have to send some stronger boys and girls to that one. But I think that's all fine. Anyway, guys and gals, I'm going to break off the episode right here. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. And until the very next episode, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. And always remember, we play, we fight, we conquer.